All right, we are
live from Madison, Wisconsin.
live from Bob Suter Arena for the 2025 Nationals. This is Class B men's. We are still in pool play. This is Wolves in black and Ice Mafia in white. So 20 seconds on the clock before we have ball drop. Do you know my Ice Mafia's record this tournament?
I believe Ice Mafia is 1-1.
1-1. Wolves are also 1-1. So I think this game ends up dictating who is second and third seed for their men's pool. All right, we have ball drop happening now. Wolves win the drop. Westy fighting for it. Gets it. Ice Mafia working the neutral zone, dumps it in. Miller out to play. Up the boards, we have Westy with the ball. Westy walking up. Wolves back with the ball. Liga behind the net, up to Westy. Westy getting a lot of pressure from Derek. Drops it back to his D. Good pressure by Ice Mafia. Hard to see what's happening in the corner. Wolves still trying to break it out. Ball across to Benny. Benny getting a lot of pressure. Back to Cusick. Cusick slows it down behind the net. A lot of pressure from Cole. Nice play by Eric. Eric dumping it in. Gets it deep. Little rub out by Clay. Clay coming up with the ball behind the net. Clay makes a nice pass to Aaron. Up to Kirk. Kirk with the ball. Over to Hugh. Hugh goes to dump it in. Blocked by Touring. Have some neutral zone. Here comes Larry. Larry 2-on-1. Couldn't get it off. Aaron was not able to get that off. Touring with the ball. Touring wraps it around. Brando comes up with it. 2-2 over to Midge. Midge comes in. Takes a shot on Lenny. Lenny blocks that shot and keeps the ball. We have 13 minutes into the first half of the men's Class B pool play. Wolves versus Ice Mafia. Class B. We have Caleb taking the face-off for the Wolves and Aaron taking the face-off for Ice Mafia. Ice Mafia wins the face-off. Corey back to get some pressure. Tony with the ball. Tony brings it behind his net. No help there. Nice pass up the middle, but stop. Little wide. Aaron Carity with the shot. On net. And we have a goal. Goal by Aaron Carity. Wow, if I can only do an instant replay, that was halfway between the red and the blue line. I think it might have raised up on Lenny. The goalie for Ice Mafia. It didn't look like it got tipped, but straight in shot, upper corner. Those are sometimes hard to read from that far out. Wolves win the face-off. Back to Eric. Eric goes to hit it in. Clay cuts that off. Skilicki breaks that up. Now back to neutral zone. Wolves flip it in. Evan running in. Beats Dave for the ball, goes to Lenny, and Lenny freezes it. We will have a face-off in the Ice Mafia defensive zone. It is first half, 12:21 on the clock. Wolves scored just recently. Aaron Carity for the Wolves scored. We have a 1-0 game, Wolves. All right, Caleb and Derek face-off. Caleb comes up with the The win of that out to Eric. Eric takes a look, walks it down the boards, hits it into the corner. Evan there. Good pressure by Cole. Caleb back down to the corner to Evan. Cole there for great pressure, takes it away. Sees Dave in the middle. Dave walking up the ice, getting pressure. Hits it into Caleb, neutral zone. Still in the zone. Evan goes to hit it over to Skalicki, cut off by Clay. Ice Mafia able to clear the zone and safely hit back to Miller for the Wolves. Miller looking around, sees a nice pass up the boards to Cusick. Cusick gets it up to Benny. Benny tries to split the D. Little interference, but not going to be called. Lenny over to Hugh. Hugh looking around. Hugh has Derek. Derek going back in, resetting. Derek back with the ball. Hugh back with the ball. Bringing it behind his net to reset. Taking a look. Looks to go deep. Has Cole running. Nice job by Wolves. Hitting it back up to Benny. Benny gets by Clay. Clay picks it. Shot by Westy. Blocked by Derek. Derek with the ball. Nice play up the boards. Running. Gets picked off by Benny. Benny. All right. We have Cole. Cole's scratching that to Miller. Blocked in front by Liga. Loose ball. Cole with the ball. Cole to Derek. Derek takes a shot. Blocked in front by Westy. Back up to Corey. Corey for Ice Mafia. Sends it down to Derek. Derek still with the ball. Nice spin move. Gets a shot just wide of the net. Battle on the boards. Benny loses it to Westy. Westy hits it up to Eric. Eric trying to get it out of the zone. Does get out of the zone. Tony with the ball. Tony flips it across ice, but Wolves are there to intercept. Westy over to Eric. Eric dumps it in. Lenny comes out to play it. Nice move to get away from the Wolves. Larry and Caleb fighting battle on the board. Wolves will be whistled offsides. Midge was offsides. Little hustle, 22. See, Midge had dove in there to steal the ball from Lenny, and he's a little bit older. Takes him a little bit while to get back up, to touch up. So called offsides. All right, face-off. Wolves win the face-off. Brando back to Carity. Carity over to Touring. Touring hits it in. Hugh there to intercept that. Kirk hits it out. Clears the zone. Miller out to play, but Carity back to get it. Carity back to Miller. Miller taking a look. Miller back to Carity. Carity has a lot of ice open. Hits it up to Midge. Taken away by Hugh. Hugh to Lenny. Lenny safely plays it to Hugh. Hugh up to Aaron. Kirk able to hit it in. Miller out to play that again for the Wolves. Open Caleb in the middle. Comes to walk it in. Nice flip over to Midge. Midge takes a shot, and we score. Nice shot by Midge. Great pass by Caleb. Wolves score again. We have 8:21 left in the first half. Wolves are up 2-0 over Ice Mafia. Again, this is a pool play game for men's. Class B. The winner of this game, I believe, will take the number 2 seed. Corruption, I think, secured the number 1 seed.
You play first.
Aaron wins it back to Tony. Tony flips it up to his wing. Safely played back to Miller. Miller looking for a pass.
Fourth always plays first.
Miller up to Eric. Eric has some space to run. Flips it over. Skalicki and Clay in a foot race. Clay taps it back to Lenny. Lenny taps it back to Clay. Runs it up. Ran down by Evan. Eric able to hit it in. Lenny comes out to play. Lenny over to Tony. Intercept by Skalicki. Evan with the ball hits it out to Westy. Nice defense by Mafia. Clay with the ball.
That means you don't have 8 a.m.
Nice hand pass. Oh, gets intercepted by Westy. Westy throws it into open space, but gets the ball back over to Eric, crashing in. Lofty shot at the net. Tony back to retrieve it for Ice
We're
Mafia.
trying to think here. You don't want to play at 8 a.m. We can go win it.
What if we lose? What if we win?
Open space ball to Skalicki. Skalicki has it.
What if we?
Passes it off the boards to himself to the corner. Winds up, takes a shot just high of the net. Evan going to get the ball. Out to Eric at the point. Eric back down to Evan. Evan takes a shot, blocked by Clay. Caleb winds up to shoot, blocked by Aaron. Caleb shoots again, just wide of the net. Skalicki back to retrieve the ball for the Wolves. Walking it around. Little picked off by Tony. Clay with the ball. Clay flipping it up the boards to Johnny. Johnny hits Aaron in the middle slot. Has some time, able to hit it out, but intercepted by Liga. Wolves need to tag up. Liga carrying it in, off to Brando. Brando hitting it, intercepted in the middle by Tony. Tony hits it up to Trevor. Trevor on a run. Trevor runs it around to the corner. Waiting for the rest of his team to join the fight here. Back to Trevor.
So, like,
Trevor hits it across to Corey.
and now
Corey
we go into what's called brackets. So with brackets,
down in the corner to Cole. Cole getting a little bit of pressure. Back up to Corey. Corey across.
playoffs. Your dad lost every game.
Hugh at the point with the ball, getting a little pressure.
Came back in playoffs. So
Hits it in. Derek with the ball. Back to Hugh.
The small bracket?
Hugh taps it in. Intercepted by the Wolves. Touring. Beautiful pass up to Midge. Midge takes a great shot on net. Great save by Lenny. Brando with the ball. Brando, nice control. Plays it down low in the corner. We have Hugh and Midge in the corner fighting for possession of that ball. Hugh comes up with it. Wolves able to keep zone, and then lost by Kevin. Kevin hits it into the Wolves zone. Miller came out, plays the ball, safely puts it behind the net. Has the Wolves reset. Miller cross ice pass to Evan. Carity with the ball. Carity tries to get Benny on a run. Hit just a little too hard. Whistle blow icing against the Wolves. All right, face off in the Wolves defensive zone.
Yep. Does not matter.
Shout out to the Bob Suter Bar. They make great Bloody Marys. If anyone's looking for a nice beverage.
Okay, because that's all you've been talking about.
All right. Ice Mafia wins the draw. Nice pass across. Kevin with a shot just wide. Another shot on net, blocked by Carity.
So he missed the first one.
Ball out to Clay. Clay goes to hit it in. Cusick there to knock it down. Evan clears the zone.
Oh, this is guys.
Kevin with the ball, waiting for the rest of his team to come in. Takes a shot on net. No one home to crash. Miller easily covers it up for a whistle. 3:46 left on the clock. We have the Wolves up 2-0 against Ice Mafia. Face off in the Wolves defensive zone. Wolves are in black and Ice Mafia is in white. We have Cusick taking the face off against Aaron. Nice pass up the boards to open space. We have a foot race with Brando and not called a trip. Ice Mafia there to pick it up. Corey has the ball, getting pressured. Nice hit back up to the point. Westy slowing it down. Hits it back into Midge. Midge throws it on net. Lenny freezes the ball. 3:14 left on the clock. Men's Class B pool play game. All right. Ice Mafia wins the face-off. Corey with the ball. Carries it behind the net. Able to wrap it around. We have Kirk. Kirk over to Hugh. Up to Larry. Larry fighting with Liga. Keeps the ball. Turns. Sees Hugh at the top. Nice move. Passed wide over to Larry. Larry with the ball. Has some space. Clay with the ball up top. Back to Larry. Larry takes a shot just wide of the net. Aaron able to retrieve that ball back to Clay. Clay across to open space to Larry, who comes to grab it. Larry brings it in. A little pressure by Midge. Larry moves for open space. Back over to Clay. Clay back to Larry, who's not home. And we have a foot race. We have Midge and Hugh. And a great play by Midge. Beautiful. He will be taking a break. I'm not sure if they have oxygen on the bench, but he might need some. Great play by Midge. All right, we have 2 minutes left in the first half. Wolves are up 3-rip against Ice Mafia. Wolves win the face-off, touring back to Eric. Eric over to Evan. Aaron back to get it. Aaron to Tony. Tony throws middle. Has Trevor on a run. Nice defensive play by Eric. Touring going back to get the ball. Pressured by Trevor. Touring hits it back to Eric. Eric with the ball. Good pressure by Johnny. Eric hits the ball to open space. If Lenny stays in the net, that's icing on the Wolves. 1:28 left in the first half. Ice Mafia wins the face-off, but the ball's intercepted by Evan. Able to keep it. Evan makes a run down the boards, keeps going, pressured by Corey. Corey picks it. Nice give and go by Ice Mafia. Derek running for the ball. Derek gets it, controls it, pinched by Eric. Loose ball in the middle. Josh able to get it, brings it through the neutral zone. Nice pass over to Eric. Eric takes a shot just wide, high and wide. Kevin with the ball gets picked off by some Wolves. Liga gets the ball, takes a shot, beats Lenny on the far side post, and we have another goal. Nice goal by Liga. We have a 4-0 game. Wolves up 4-0 4-0 over Ice Mafia. 40 seconds left in the first half. Wolves win the face-off. Liga dumps it into the corner. Cusick running for it. Lenny out to play. Lenny hits it behind the net. Over to Hugh. Hugh has the ball. 29 seconds left. Hugh hits it back to Clay. Clay making a run up the middle. Has the space. Getting pressured by Cusick, but Larry's able to hit it out. He has Kirk on a run. Carity able to pick that off. Back to Miller. 10 seconds left on the clock. Carity takes it behind the net. Pressured by Kirk and Aaron, but flings it around. And we have a buzzer. So, halftime. 4-0 Wolves over Ice Mafia. Let's go interview. Let's go interview the fans. We have 50 seconds. Hi, fans of the game. We're live.
We're live.
We're live. Broomball Central live. How do you think the game's going?
The Wolves are doing great.
Yeah? Yep, that's right. Midge has had great goals.
Hell of a time, I tell you
What do you think of this Bob Suter Arena?
Oh, it's a great place, nice ice. Today,
Yeah.
I just wish the other rink had some stands. That's my only complaint. Other than
Yes.
that, I like it.
Some stands and not netting all the way around for us to video and record. So, all right, enjoy the rest of the game.
No, it's downstairs.
All right.
I'm going to show you.
All right, and we're back. Fans of the game interviewed. All right. Second half about to start. Waiting for 15 minutes to go up on that clock. The Wolves are up 4-0 against White Ice Mafia, who are in white. Wolves are in black. 2025 Nationals. Men's Class B pool play. Ice Mafia wins the draw. Hugh up to Cole. Cole beating Carity on the boards. Cole takes it into the corner. Up to Derek. Derek brings it down into the corner. Nice shot into Kevin. Kevin just high. Clay with a shot. Whoa. Almost a redirect into the net. Just wide. Nice block by Touring. Benny able to intercept that ball. One to beat. Got to beat Clay. Gets around him. And the Ice Mafia catches up to him. Clay with the ball. Clay over to Hugh. Hugh up to Kevin. Kevin brings it into the zone. He has Kirk crashing the net. But Eric doing a good job to get that ball away from Ice Mafia. Brando with the ball. We got Brando, Westy, and Midge all crashing in. Slows it down. Midge with the ball. Midge up to Liga. Liga has the ball. Everyone's a little spread out. Hits it in to Midge. Midge not able to get a shot off. Corey got a stick on it. Eric able to keep it in to the corner to Midge. Midge puts it on net. Lenny freezes the ball. We have once a team is up by a 4-goal, or at least it's a 4-goal differential, the clock keeps running. So we are no longer at stop time. So clock's ticking down. 13-13 left in the second half. Face-off drop. Ice Mafia wins it. Kirk with the ball. Corey with the ball up to Larry. Larry hits it across ice to a very quick Johnny. They're getting intercepted by Touring. Johnny still has the ball. Went to pass it up. Midge has the ball. Nice spin move around Corey. Ice Mafia there to attack. But Midge makes it through. Takes a shot. Tony in front, able to block that. Back to Corey. Corey behind the net. Up to Aaron. Aaron has the ball. Throws it up the boards to Johnny. Johnny with the ball. hits it up the boards, and Trevor gets it. But Wolves able to intercept, touring back to Evan. Evan around to Skalicki, who's going to have some pressure. Smart play, bringing it back. Double team, nice play to hit it in the middle. It loses it. Oh, nice hit off to the boards. We have Tony at the top for Ice Mafia. Tony over to Clay. Clay walks it in. Clay cuts middle, unable to get the shot off. Good defense by... and it looks like it was called a hand pass. I did not see the hand pass, but Stripe saw it, and so it's going all the way back down.
No, you tighten them so they come up higher. See, something like that won't attach to them, because that holds solid.
All right, face off. Wolves get it. Hits it back to Carity. Carity takes a shot in, just wide of the net. Lenny's there to stop it. Little pressure for Lenny. Lenny able to hit it around to Aaron. Aaron plays it out. Ice Mafia bringing up back to Lenny. Lenny over to Clay. Clay runs it up. Clay has Trevor on a run. Trevor coming to the net. Oh, just hits the side of the net. Cole going out to get it. Cole out to Clay. Clay finding space. Able to hit it in, but cut off by Westy. Westy banks it off the boards. Perfect pass to Skalicki, who Wolves go on a change and are slower getting in. Hugh gets the ball. Neutral zone. We have Aaron. Over to Kevin. Kevin hits it in. Cole. Hugh keeps it in. Cole has the ball in the corner. He has a nice shot by Kevin. Miller able to get his big paw on it. Tries centering it. Open ball. Skalicki gets it. Brings it into the corner. Reset by Wolves. Liga with the ball. Liga back to Carity. Carity, by a little touch by Miller, able to get it to Skalicki. Loses it to Ice Mafia. Kevin with the ball. Kevin still with the ball. Loses it in his feet to Caleb. Caleb gets the ball. Slows it down for the Wolves. Wolves are not moving too much. They don't need to. They're up by 4, but a lot of standing around and watching the person with the ball. I think they need a couple switches. Liga across to Caleb. Doesn't get to it. 24 hits it in. Cole hits it into Kevin. Cusick with the ball. Out to Caleb. Has some real estate to move. Off the boards to Benny. Clay there to pick that off. Lenny over to Larry. Larry sees Hugh. Larry on the run. Great give and go. Larry runs in. Winds up. Takes a shot just wide. Miller out to play it. Miller plays it up the boards. Benny there as well as Larry. Benny comes up with the ball. Able to hit it over to Cusick. Cusick gets it into the zone. Has Clay in front of him, puts a shot on Lenny. Lenny saves that. Plays the ball out. Passes it back to Tony. Tony for Ice Mafia behind the net, waiting to reset. Tony has some real estate to run if you wanted. A little scary with Benny there. Over to Larry, see what Larry's gonna do with it. Larry throws it out of the zone. Eric there to retrieve. Eric back to Miller. Miller takes a look. Miller back to Eric. Eric has Westy up the boards. Kirk picks off the pass. Derek with the ball. Tries to 5-hole touring. Touring flips it to Benny. Benny brings it into the zone. Lightly out to Liga, where it gets lost by Derek. Eric over there to pick it up. 7:15 left in the second half. Wolves are up 4-0. Miller sees Brando. Midge comes out streaking across the ice. Keeps the ball, waiting for support. Liga comes in. Liga being pressured by Trevor. Over to Eric. Eric hits it into the corner and picked off by Tony. Evan there to clean it up. Midge back with the ball behind the net. Behind the net, trying to wrap around on Lenny. Lenny says, not today. Not today. Holds the post, holds his ground. 6:30 left in the second half. Men's Class B pool play game. The winner of this game is determined to be the second seed in the pool. Shot just wide by Evan. Midge there to get it. Hits it through the crease. Foot race for the ball. Cole there to get it. Cole circles back to reset. Lots of pressure by Brando. Great job by Liga. Nice pressure. Gets picked. Evan keeps it in the zone. Hits it back into Brando. Brando goes to center it. Nobody home. Ice Mafia on the move. Out of the zone. Eric gets it. Passes it back to Miller. Safely back to Miller. Miller looking for a pass. Looking like he wants to do a dangerous pass to find Midge on the line. Foot race between Midge and Clay. Clay has the ball up the boards. Aaron running it up. He has Kevin in the middle. Get that through. Cole with the ball. Cole to Kevin. Kevin getting pressured from the behind by Midge. Great defense. Kevin able to keep the ball. Kevin over to Clay. Clay back across. Nice defense by the Wolves. And a roller in to Miller, and he will freeze it. We are at a running clock. 4:45 left in the second half. Wolves are up 4-0 against Ice Mafia. Face-off draw in the Wolves' defensive zone. Wolves win it. Not clean. We have Kirk with the ball. Kirk in the corner with the ball. Pressured by Touring. Touring gets the ball. Pressured by Kevin. Touring hits it up the boards to Cusick. Cusick almost wins the battle. Now it's back to him. Long arms, long legs. See what he can do. Beautiful pass just behind Benny across. Benny plays it safe back to Carity. Carity walks it up, looking for the long bomb. Carity dumps it in. Cusick on a run. Lenny out to play it. Lenny plays it behind his net over to Hugh. Hugh has a little pressure by Benny. Hugh hits it up the boards to Aaron. Aaron walking it up, coming through the neutral zone. Gets it past Eric. Keeps going. Eric, good defense. Able to get that ball. Hugh right there. Hugh takes it over. Hugh back to Kirk. Kirk splits the defenders out. Wow, out to Larry. Larry, wow, nice try. Little battle behind the net. Aaron with the ball. Aaron up to Hugh. Larry and Cusick across. Cusick wins that battle. Eric with the ball back to Touring. Touring getting pressured and sends it down for an icing. 2:50 left in the second half. 4-0. All right, we have Westy taking the face-off for Wolves against Derek for Ice Mafia. Derek wins the face-off back to Tony. Tony winds up, shoots high off the boards. He does have Trevor. Trevor looking. Trevor down to Derek. Derek tries to pass across. Westy intercepts it, has Evan on a run. We have Evan and Skalicki going. It's nice block by Corey from Ice Mafia. Tony back to get it. 1:58 on the clock. Tony hits it up. Eric there to retrieve it. Not hard enough for icing. Eric back to Miller. Miller swiftly across to Eric. Eric runs it up the boards. He has nobody home. It goes to Corey. Corey to Johnny. Johnny center passes. No one home. Liga's there to intercept. Liga carries it through the neutral zone. Good stop by Corey to keep it, but they do hit it in. Lenny with the ball. 1:23 left. Corey hits it up. Eric able to intercept the ball for the Wolves. Trevor does a good job of picking that off. Down to Miller. Up to Eric, not icing. Back down to Lenny. We have a little tennis match going. Lenny up to Tony. Tony across. Cole. Cole has the ball. Cole looking. Shoots it across ice. Hits the netting, which is a dead ball. Clock still running. Bummer for Ice Mafia wonder if they're going to call a timeout. Clock just running down. Looks like they're just going to let this game play out. No timeout called by Ice Mafia. 20 seconds left in the game. Ice Mafia has the ball in their defensive corner. Clay takes it behind the net over to Tony. 9 seconds left. Tony will keep it. Tony won't keep it. Tony will hit it up to Kevin. Kevin makes a great stop, and he will keep it. And that's the game. Wolves move on to, I believe, take the second seed in their pool. Corruption got the first seed. 4-0 Wolves over Ice Mafia. 2025 Nationals.